do we have here? Well, I'll tell you, we have reuse done right at a decent price. Not $30, not $37, but $25. Not much in the box, though. We will get to that. The back of the box actually shows the right art for the figure you purchased, which is actually, a nice touch for once. Very positive. I am looking forward to this DC Multiverse McFarlane review. So let's get to it. It's Thursday, almost Friday. Nothing but positivity, I think. We'll see. Let's get to it next on Toy Games.
Toy Games! Yes! You and me, baby! Toy Games! I can't take it anymore! It's Toy Games!
So anyways, let's get down to the nitty-gritty.
Okay, let's get this out of the way. There's all the reuse. You got a new belt, obviously a new head, resculpted boots, not at the feet, but around the ankles. You got gloves, same freaking hands. I mean, I'm surprised there's not a ring on this hand. Trigger finger, at least he's holding something, so it's not noticeable. I say this all the time. It's like action figure making 101. I don't care if it's a Jedi, some random superhero. It could be the Flash. It's like written in stone that a figure has to come with a trigger figure hand. I don't get it. I don't get it. It would be the first thing I ask. 3POA had on Ryan Ting and Carbon Scoring had on McFarlane. First thing I would ask is, why do you guys always have to put a trigger finger on a damn figure? Anyway, there's the reuse. These fellas will not be standing next to each other on the shelf. The shame here is we've gotten to where cloth wired capes. Why is this a hard plastic cape? I don't know. At least it looks good. It has some things going on to make it look, like it's not just static. Do like it. I do like the cape. I like the sculpt. Let's move on to some other things with the figure that I like. So he does not come with a flight stand. He does come with his little hover disc things for his feet. The gold is punched in nice on the accents, on the belt and the boot. The head sculpt they chose is perfect. So I like that. It's a fun looking figure. You got these freaking wacky McDonald's colors with a green cape sprinkled on there. This is one of them quirky characters that just pop, jump off the shelf, jump off the comic book page because of the colors. Now he has to make, this lady to complete it. This is an old Mattel figure. You know what? Let's get him off there. Let's see something. I'll be right back. So I noticed this shouldn't be a rope. This should sort of be like two triangles. That's pretty distinct to the character. So that is a bummer. I don't know what you could do there. They added a new belt. They added new stuff. They should have just went the extra mile and sculpted that over that. What are you going to do? Yeah, that old DC Collectibles one is not going to cut it. He needs to make her, though. He needs to make her, sadly, as much as I have fun with the line, there'll be something screwy. She won't have the scales, or there'll just be something, and I'm not trying to be negative here, but this is a perfect figure. Just need her to be about that tall. But her not being made aside or whatever, she's not here. He is. And I think it's a good figure. $25 at Target. Let's move on to Sandman. So here's a reuse, and I take no issue with this. These figures will be nowhere near each other on the shelf, and really, they wear the same, very similar outfits, so I have no issue with the reuse. I will say, however, his gas gun, or his sleeping gas gun, was it a revolver with a freaking, canister over it with the sleeping gas? I don't think so, but that's clever, if not lazy reuse. You'll have to tell me in the comments. He did add straps over his vest, and Joker does not have that, so he did add some things. This head sculpt is terrific. The wash on the coat and hat is terrific. You could see some green stripes bleeding through, the dark green bleeding through the regular or forest green, so the stripes are visible. There's some subtle things here that are really freaking nice. You get nothing in the box, no extra hands, but you know what? If that's what it takes to keep a figure under 30 bucks and keep it at $25, this is all I need for this figure. This is the way to go. You might argue with me and say, Gaines, you're getting less. You're getting less. These companies are cheap. They're nickel and diming us. Well, they are. But, you know, that Deathstroke I paid $37 for, I don't, you know, this is what I need for the figure. And if like I said, if that's what it takes to keep these figures at $25, then just give me the essential things I need. If not, keep your fucking extra hands and your stupid screwy things I'm never going to use. That might just be a me thing again, but you know, it's getting crazy out here with pricing. I'm sorry about the rant. Everything looks good on this figure. Painted the back as well. Sometimes these companies are screwy. They don't paint the back. Maximum Hulk, I'm looking at you. I love this. You know what he did? It's really fucking slick. Those lenses, much like the card art and the comic book art, where the reflection of the flames are in the goggles. That is badass. That is cool. It might only work for one pose, but hey, you gotta give him credit for doing something really cool. I mean, if you don't like that, I guess you could just paint them, silver them out or something. This is a really handsome looking little figure. I like both these releases. I'm very happy with this double purchase from Walmart. Target today. Yeah. Take care. Have fun.
Everything that guy just says bullshit. Thank you.
Woo! Like, comment, subscribe. Yeah!